What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, depending what time zone you're in, it's Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. My Wednesday morningers, I'm jealous of y'all because you have officially started hump day. Us Tuesday nighters, we got one more sleep, and then the countdown to the weekend begins. Y'all know I love a hump day. All right, I have a great show set up for you guys today. In breaking news, we're going to give you live coverage of Hurricane Melissa and updates from Jamaica. In Behind the Feed and Off the Record, LeBron James and his camp are allegedly under investigation from the FBI, and an attempt to block a journalist from releasing a book defaming LeBron James was not successful. Also in lead stories, Kim Kardashian is receiving backlash over North face tattoos and her septum piercing. In quick news, we're going to talk Elon Musk, Jay-Z, Denzel Washington, Mayweather Pacquiao, NYPD, Saudi Arabia, DDG, Halle Bailey, Drake, Adin Ross, Claressa Sheilds, and Laila Ali. As always, we're going to close out this show with comments of the day, question of the day, and social discussion of the day. Also, for those of you who are tired of scam text messages and phone calls, we're going to tell you about a 14-day free trial with Aura. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, your devices up. Let's go. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right, our first breaking story. The eye of Hurricane Melissa, the vortex was vertical like a spinning pillar of air. All right, y'all. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. I told you guys on yesterday's episode, and for those of you who don't know, all my family is from Jamaica, my mom and dad. So this is super close to home for me. Have family, friends, people back home in Jamaica. First, before I start out, thank you very much for all of you who hashtag Pray for Jamaica. I asked you guys that yesterday. I'm going to give you some information, or attempt to give you some information that's not on TV or legacy media behind the scenes. That's what we try to do here. For those of you who might be new to the channel. Starting out here, this picture beside me, the vortex, just to give you the scope of this picture that's beside me. Hurricane Melissa has officially made landfall in Jamaica as a Category 5 windstorm, reaching up to 185 miles per hour. This is currently the worst storm in the history this year, and one of the worst ever recorded, and by far the worst that's ever hit Jamaica, and it's not over, okay? To give you guys just some context of what this vortex means, a vortex is a spinning column of air with a whirlwind in the sky. When it's vertical, it means the winds are spiraling straight upwards instead of tilting sideways, showing how powerful and organized the storm's rotation is. This type of motion often happens when the eye of the hurricane, this type of motion often happens near the eye of a hurricane, where air rises rapidly through the clouds, creating a pillar shape that can sometimes be seen from above and captured from an aerial footage. So basically, the phrase describes how intense a Hurricane Melissa rotation and whirlwind movement is approaching to Jamaica. So I just wanted to give you guys an aerial shot. Just imagine this going through streets, homes, buildings, etc. And y'all already know the infrastructure of Jamaica. Any infrastructure would be hard hit and probably wouldn't withstand that, much less Jamaica. We told you guys yesterday about sewage and backup and land and building. So I do not want to be repetitive. I do want to show you an exclusive video of some dolphins that my cousin sent me. This is dolphins from Dolphin Cove and another dolphin arena that's near in Ocherius. And they have been trying to, of course, save the animals. There's farms and different things, and they're trying to find places to put these animals, because the places where they're at, if the tides raise, they can escape, and of course it'd be very dangerous for them. So this is a place called Columbus Heights, and they have these dolphins in a pool. This was last night before the storm hit. Take a look.
Yeah, that's nice. Yay! 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 Ready? Ready? Hey, ready? Hey!
Just imagine that. I mean, there's, I don't know how many, maybe 15 or 20 villas in Columbus Heights. Just imagine you wake up and you're like ready to go to the pool and there's like 7 dolphins swimming around in there. Anyways, like I said, that's an exclusive video from a family member I wanted to show you. I also want to show you a picture or a video of a bridge, pretty famous bridge called Flat Bridge. You're going to see in this video or in this picture that there is no bridge because that's how high the water level is. Take a look. Okay, and here is a hospital in Westmoreland, Jamaica. You'll see the roof just completely, I'm going to play it beside me. You'll see the roof just completely getting blown off. Again, I don't want to repeat some of the things I said yesterday. One of the new things that my cousin wanted to kind of get across is that there will be some communities in Jamaica that people and rescue teams will not even be able to get to. They will not be able to access certain communities because the roads leading there will just be covered, kind of like that bridge that I showed you that there is no bridge. So just imagine there's some communities that rescue teams and rescue efforts would love to get to, and they will literally have to just stand by and watch, and they will not be able to get to some of these communities. It's just really, really sad. There was somebody called me today and asked about some of the homes and some of the places that are up in the mountains, and they're like, well, at least those people won't be affected. And wanted to also get this across that everybody will be affected, even the people who are higher up in the mountains. And it's also very dangerous in the mountains because not only is there a hurricane and winds, but there is rain coming down. And when rain comes down on mountains, it wants to make its way back down to the ocean. So there's going to be mudslides. So there is nobody safe. I want to get that point across. There is nobody that is safe right now in Jamaica at all ends. It is risky and very scary. Last night, there was an attempted robbery in Montego Bay. A Chinese wholesaler was robbed. Now, I don't know what they were wholesaling. I'm going to assume it was jewelry. But police are out there, and apparently there was a GUN fight, and I don't know if somebody got hit or unalived. I'm not too sure. We did talk about this yesterday about, I think there's 900 shelters that they open, but a lot of people have said that they don't, well, not a lot of people, but mostly women said they're afraid to go out to some of these shelters because there's people that will be taking advantage and it's not really safe. So just imagine you're in a community that, or in a home or living in a place that is not safe and you don't even feel safe going to a shelter. And now there's, people out there, trying to rob, like I said, whatever it be, banks or jewelry stores or whatever. So it's just chaotic out there. I just, a lot of people are calling me and they're sending me text messages of, like, what can we do? I don't know. And I've talked to some people and I've, some other content creators and a lot of, right now there is no, from what I know, there's nothing set up where you could send donations or whatever. I will, of course, once we find out. I do want to make one thing very clear though. Just be careful wherever you're sending money to, because like I just told you about these bank robbers or jewelry robbers or whatever, there's people at shelters. There are going to be people that are heartless and want to take advantage of this situation. So if I were you, if you want to donate or if you want to do anything, hold off and wait until you are donating or supporting or giving to a reliable source. There's going to be thousands of scams out there. So please be careful. I will do my best to, maybe gather some up and put them in the description below. But for now, there's none that I know of that I could 100% trust. And if I put something there for you guys, it will be 100% trusted, Maybe I will start something. I don't know. I'm working through it, but literally as I'm recording this now, the eye of the hurricane is passing over in Jamaica right now. So right now, of course, everybody is just worrying about shelter and lives and everything. So all of that relief efforts will come, but please, this is words from people of Jamaica. Please be careful of where you donate to make sure that every dollar that you send, food, clothing, or whatever, gets to the people in Jamaica. If you're going to do anything, make sure it's with somebody that's reputable, somebody that you trust, okay? Last thing, also I kind of mentioned this yesterday, is that once this crosses over into, once this crosses over Jamaica, it is heading for Cuba, and it's going to be just as dangerous there too. So when you put your pray for Jamaica hashtags, also pray for Cuba. This is serious. There has been some reports that I've seen that it is calming and slowing down a little. Everybody should take caution. Everybody should still stay aware of what's going on. So if you know anybody in Cuba or any in those kind of surrounding areas, tell them to be safe and get, prepared. All right. So shout out to Cuba. And of course, continue with your pray for Jamaica hashtags. Tomorrow we will follow up and let you know of anything else that we have going on. Okay. All right, in our first behind the feet and off the record story, LeBron James and Maverick Carter, allegedly under investigation by the FBI, kept out of the Hall of Fame. Okay. Patrick Bet David says LeBron could be kept out of the Hall of Fame because of his close friend and business partner, Maverick Carter's alleged FBI gambling probe. All right, I am going to follow up on a story that I would like to give us credit for breaking. As far as I know, I'm the first person or the first YouTuber content creator to talk about this. And sometimes when I talk about things too early, I get a lot of heat for it. But when things like this come out, it solidifies me. Just like I told you guys about the Diddy pardon first, a couple of y'all didn't believe me. TMZ came out and said it after, and then y'all believed me. Now, we all know that Trump and them are denying it, but at least you know that I said it and then you heard every other outlet say it, okay? We all know that the White House doesn't want to admit it, but we won't get into that. Now, with LeBron, I said to you guys that I have from very, very reliable sources when the FBI raid came down and they arrested Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones. I told you that day that I've been hearing that LeBron James is also going to be the next one under investigation and or already under investigation. The tip-off was, of course, Damon Jones being very, very close to LeBron. I showed you clips from Gilbert Arenas saying that Gilbert, Damon, and LeBron used to gamble heavily at LeBron's house, which is fine if you're gambling amongst friends. But I also told you that I had a source that said LeBron will be investigated and who knows what may come of it. And I also told you that Trump has a vendetta against not only the NBA, but especially LeBron James. So I'm going to play a couple of videos for you guys. Before I do that, I just want to give notice of to who I'm playing these videos from, okay? This is a video from who I told you before, Patrick Bet David. Just want to give you a little bit of a history. Patrick Bet David, his podcast, PBD podcast, the size of that podcast ranking various platforms. He is the 13th most popular podcast on Spotify in the US and number 3 with YouTube views. Just want to let you know the scope of Patrick and how large he is. I would have liked him to give me a little bit of credit on this, Patrick, but somebody as large as this ranked 3 on YouTube, if you don't want to give me credit, at least it solidifies what I was telling y'all, all right? So I love moments like this. Now, the first video I'm going to play from you from this podcast is Patrick letting you guys know how much in fear the NBA is having LeBron James implicated in this. Like I told you when I first broke the story, Adam Silver, the last thing he wants is for LeBron James to be tied up into this, because it's already looking bad on the NBA. But could you imagine the face of the NBA for the past 15 or 20 years implicated in an FBI scandal? This would be disastrous for them. And also, for those of you who do not know who Maverick Carter is, well, let me play the video for you and then I'll let you know who Maverick Carter. Maverick Carter is LeBron's, if I'm not mistaken, high school friend, but business partner, runs all LeBron's stuff. He was investigated in 2021. He is a known gambler. So let's just cut to a video and then we'll come back. Take a listen.
You know what the biggest fear is right now, Tom? If all of a sudden, you know who their superstar of the last 2 decades is that they're hoping is nothing to do with this? LeBron James.
Oh, for sure.
And let me tell you who LeBron James is. Guy. So do you know the story of Mav Carter?
I do. I mean, I know Mav. Why?
According to multiple news reports, Mav Carter did admit in November of 2021, he said he used the services of a bookie named Wayne Nix, who ran an illegal sports betting ring. Carter told investigators he could not recall placing bets on the Lakers.
Okay, I want to read to you directly from ChatGPT. Maverick Carter, the longtime business manager and close associate of LeBron James, admitted in 2021 to federal agents that he placed bets on the NBA and NFL games through an illegal bookmaker. Not legal, illegal bookmaker. These bets, totaling approximately 20 over the course of the year, range from $5,000 to $10,000 each. Carter stated he would not recall betting on any Lakers games and denied placing bets for others. Again, he said, I don't recall. He didn't say I didn't do it, I don't recall. The investigation was part of a broader probe into Wayne Nix, a former minor league baseball player who operated an illegal sports betting ring. Carter was not the target of the investigation, cooperated fully, and was neither charged nor connected again with the matter. While the NBA prohibits players, team officials, and league officials from betting on league games, business managers are not subject to this rule. Therefore, Carter's actions did not violate NBA bylaw or league policies. LeBron James has publicly stated he was unaware of Carter's betting activities, but noted that Carter did not break any laws. So just to dissect that quickly. So, okay, if you're part of the NBA, okay, yeah, you cannot bet. But if your friend, who's your business manager, doesn't fall under there, he can. That's why this is bigger than Maverick Carter and really much bigger on LeBron James, because LeBron James could be implemented in this. Sorry, this is my cousin texting. I wanted to leave on the notifications. I'll just check it after this. So, oh my gosh, I hope nothing bad is happening. Sorry, guys. Okay. So that is that. Okay. Now I want to refer to another video where he's talking about Donald Trump and the NBA. I told you this also too, the first day when the FBI arrested Chauncey Damon and Terry Rozier. And I let you guys know that Donald Trump had a vendetta against the NBA for the Black Lives Matter movement kneeling down, and especially LeBron James. I didn't even remember about this, but LeBron James called Donald Trump a bum. What? You can't talk to the president like that. You know he's going to come for you. All he wants, the only reason, I shouldn't say the only reason, but half of the reason why he wanted to become president again was to go after all the people who he doesn't like. Letitia James, etc., etc., etc. LeBron James. Take a listen to this video.
So here's what happens. Okay? Here's what happens. Do you think President Trump has a memory where he remembers everybody who called him out?
1,000%.
And do you remember what LeBron called the president once when Steph Curry? A bum. And do you think if there's any ties, text exchange, email exchange of Mav Carter asking, Bron, you're going to play tonight, you're not going to play tonight, you think if there's anybody, if you put 10 names of people that know on any given night if LeBron's playing or not, where would this guy rank on that list? He'd be in the top 5
Maverick
list,
Carter?
right? Yes.
He'd be numero uno. Oh.
Do you think Cash and their FBI will go investigating LeBron? If this goes that direction, none of those things will come as close to this as possible. And guess who will not go in the Hall of Fame? LeBron James.
Wow.
Okay, so let's go over to the next video here now, where Patrick is on his own on this one. I'm not getting involved in this, but I just wanted to play it for you quickly. Patrick goes on to say that another one of LeBron's hater, Stephen A. Smith, is potentially going to mix himself up in this LeBron investigation and maybe help out Donald Trump. Y'all know that Stephen A. Smith is into politics, has a straight shooter podcast on Wednesdays that he's gotten a lot of trouble with, talking about Jasmine Crockett, but let's not even get into that. And you know, from last year, him and LeBron, that issue that they had on court, and now whenever he talks about LeBron, he comes out and fully says, I do not like him. And LeBron doesn't like Stephen A. Smith either. And Patrick goes on to say that Stephen A. Smith knows everything that goes on in the NBA. He has all the tea, he has all the dirt. And the fact that he wants to get into this political arena, Stephen A. Smith might even be running for president in 2028. And that is confirmed. He said that. Patrick is alluding to the fact that maybe Stephen A. Smith might be behind this, or even colluding and snitching. Again, this is not me. This is Patrick. The other two, yeah, maybe. But I don't know about this. Take a listen.
Who hates Stephen A?
LeBron James.
Who tried to destroy Stephen A's career?
LeBron James.
Who tried to make sure Stephen A never got a job? LeBron. You don't think deep down inside Stephen A is kind of rooting for Trump? Did you understand what I just went? You don't think it's like, hey man, listen, come on. I know some stuff. Stephen A knows a lot of stuff.
Okay, now I have one more video to play for you. Patrick goes on to say that when Chauncey Billup was arrested and when he was released, he was wearing a Clutch Sports hoodie. Clutch Sports is Maverick Carter, LeBron James, Rich Paul, their management company, sports agency. Now, is this a coincidence that he was wearing this, or was this a message to LeBron James? What is the message? I don't know, but I do find it very ironic that you get arrested, you're coming out on bail, and there's all this talk about LeBron. There's talk about all these other celebs. I let you guys know about Michael Jordan the other day. I let you guys know about there's 10 other celebrities that I'm not even going to name, that this runs deep. Is Chauncey sending a message to LeBron? Take a look.
NBA head coach, Hall of Famer, Chauncey Billups.
And what is he wearing?
A Clutch Sports.
Why is he wearing Clutch Sports?
That's Rich Paul's company with LeBron.
You think, by the way, just out of curiosity, what percentage do you give it that is just purely, because I think there's a percentage that is coincidental.
5%.
What percent chance do you think is coincidental? I'm with you.
5%.
I think 20% chance is coincidental, okay? I think 80% is intentional.
He's talking without talking.
Guys.
All right, and lastly, a quick clip. Patrick and them say one other thing that I have said, that this is Donald Trump's MO. It's what he's doing with Diddy, and it's what he's about to do with LeBron James. Y'all can believe it or not. He gets himself involved, and then he comes and he says, what can you do for me? So the FBI, Cash Patel, arrests Chauncey, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones. Nobody really cares about them. They're not anybody. But LeBron, are you going to apologize? Are you going to turn MAGA? Are you going to wear a red hat? Are you going to still call me a bum? Are you going to still talk about me? Because maybe Stephen A. Smith has some information. Maybe you have this. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, and some of y'all know this already, and some of y'all don't want to accept this. The things that we hear is like 5%, maybe 10% of what's going on. There's so much that goes on behind closed doors. It would make your head spin. Now, I am privy to some of the information from sources and being in this industry for 10, 15 years. And I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of people with ears to the street. even with that, there's still like a whole 50% that I don't even know about, and it's crazy. Here is Pat saying that LeBron's going to have to apologize to Donald Trump or maybe face some charges. Take a listen.
Here's the one thing you got to know about Trump. LeBron's either going to have to apologize. You're going to see this. I'm telling you guys right now, my feeling is I know the profile of Trump. I understand that profile very well of a human being. I relate to it. I understand it fully. If they get Mav Carter guilty by association, they get LeBron. If this happens, they keep LeBron out of Hall of Fame. Holy.
Okay, so that is PBD, Patrick Bet David podcast. Kind of ironic that his name is Patrick Bet David, and this we're talking about a gambling, but that's probably just coincidence. All right, before we close this out, I just want to tell you about another thing that LeBron has going on in his life. There's a book that people don't want to come out, and it's coming out. NBA journalist Yaron Witzman says the Lakers organization threatened to sue him to prevent the release of his book, A Hollywood Ending, The Dream and Drama of the LeBron Lakers. During the writing process, Whitman said the Lakers hired defamation lawyer Marty Singer to handle their dealings with him. Singer claimed Whitman's reporting was full of thinly veiled misogynistic smears, revealing something, I don't even know what this word is, and a negative bias that undermines the reliability of his sources. Went to ChatGPT, you know how I like to do. So Wiseman is an award-winning NBA journalist known for his in-depth reporting on basketball culture and history. He has contributed to major outlets such as Bleacher Report, Slam, ESPN, and The Ringer, and authored acclaimed books Tanking to the Top, which chronicles the Philadelphia 76ers process era. In his latest book, A Hollywood Ending, The Dreams and Drama of the LeBron Lakers, released October 2025, offering a behind-the-scenes look at the Los Angeles Lakers during the LeBron James tenure. Drawing from over 300 interviews, the book delves into the internal dynamics of the organization, exploring power struggles and the challenges of balancing the interests of LeBron James with those of the Bust family. In response to the book's release, Wiseman revealed that the Lakers organizations threatened legal actions to prevent its publication. He received a strong-worded letter from a defamation attorney representing the team, alleging that the book contains defamation content about Genie Bust, LeBron James, and the franchise. Despite these threats, Wiseman proceeded with the publication, asserting that the book was based on factual reporting and first-hand accounts. Okay, so let's not even get into the book. When I told y'all that LeBron James is up to his neck in drama, like, I don't know, I told you that, guys, this before the FBI thing. I told you this from, gosh, it's almost been like a year from that Diddy thing hit. And Jay-Z, I told you Jay-Z, LeBron James, Jennifer Lopez, and a couple other people, I'm like, they're going to have a rough year. After I told you about that, you guys heard the lawsuit with Jay-Z and Tony Busby and Jane Doe. That came out. Then you heard, I've been telling you for the past year about Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, her daughter suing her, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Jay-Z's son, although he's had a win a couple of days ago. Tough 2025. And now LeBron James, Mr. Clean as a Whistle, slowly but surely you're going to see him, more and more things are going to be coming out. And it's no longer me talking about it. You have Patrick, who is the number 3 YouTube podcast and the number 13 Spotify. He is major Joe Rogan level. All right. So trust the Trend Out Loud show when I give you information. All right. I'm out here working hard for you guys. And we are proud that we have brought you a bunch of these stories this year first. All right. So let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. All right. In our first lead story, Kim Kardashian defends North face tattoos and septum piercing. That sounds so much like the clothing line, North Face Tattoos, but North, her daughter, her face tattoos, okay? And her septum piercing. All right. Get into this. Kim Kardashian is over people talking about North and her parenting skills when it comes to raising her daughter. Actually, hold on. Let me start over because that was a shorter version. I want to read you guys this longer version. Kim Kardashian really addressed the backlash surrounding her daughter Northwest's bold new look, which features fake face tattoos and faux septum piercing and grills. North showcased this edgy style in a TikTok video shared on the joint account she manages with Kim. The video quickly garnered attention, leading to mixed reactions online. In response to the criticism, Kim Kardashian dismissed the controversy, commentating from their TikTok account, saying, "This is such a non-issue." She emphasized that North's appearance was simply a form of self-expression and creativity, stating that her daughter enjoys experimenting with fashion and makeup. Kim also highlighted North's confidence and maturity, knowing that she is not easily affected by online opinions. This isn't the first time North's fashion choices has sparked debates. Earlier this year, she faced criticism when wearing a corset and a miniskirt during a family vacation. Kim acknowledged the challenges of parenting a preteen under public scrutiny, but reiterated her comments to supporting North's individuality and self-expression. Okay. We have talked about this before. When the corset thing happened, I, not being a female, wanted to understand where the backlash came from. I went to my trusty chat GPT app, and I found out what the meaning behind a corset is. And I dragged Kim for it. I thought it was wrong. For those of you who don't know the meaning behind it, go to ChatGPT or Google. Now, I said during that time, I said, Kim Kardashian is one of the biggest female influencers and fashion heads in this world. She knows what a corset is, right? Most women do. So I thought she was wrong for that. Then on her interview with Call Her Daddy, Kim came out and said, hey, when that situation came up, I realized after that I was wrong. And I told North she wouldn't be wearing something like that again. But she asked for grace. She said, guys, I am raising 4 kids on my own. Kanye is not around. He hasn't seen the kids in a month. And I'm here by myself. And it's hard raising a preteen. But I realized that it was wrong. And I came on here, I played that for you. And I was like, you know what? I like that she admitted that she was wrong. I love when people do that. I always do that. If I'm ever wrong, I come back and I'm like, hey, I stand corrected on this, etc. Right? And during her interview, I was, she was very upfront about Kanye and him not being around, and she asked for grace. And when somebody asks for grace, that's a call for help. And I was like, you know what? We should give her that grace. So when this first came out, I think it was last week, posted it on our Instagram page. I talked about it here, and I was like, I'm shocked that literally last week, Kim had the audacity to say, hey guys, I understand I made a corset I understand I made a mistake with the corset. Please give me grace. And then a week later, we see North with a septum piercing and fake tattoos on her face on TikTok. And I thought it was wrong. But guess what? Even though I slightly dragged her, I said, hey, maybe North did this on her own, posted it and put it up there, and maybe Kim is not happy about it. So I'm just going to put a little asterisk beside this, not thinking that we would get to this story today. So now I hear this story that Kim comes on TikTok and was like, yo, this is a non-issue? How could you be asking us for grace on one incident? And yes, this is not a corset, but this is a preteen in the public eye on your TikTok that you share with her. How do you think parents are going to feel when they see this? And, when the first tattoo thing came out, I was like, you see kids all the time at fairs with the little, the tattoos, and you put it on and you peel it off. You put something on your face or to peel it off. I don't know what happened to Kim in that Call Her Daddy where she asked for grace and admitted that she was wrong, because she clearly cannot do it a second time. I don't know if it was the setting that she was in, But I'm disappointed in Kim for not coming out and saying that, yeah, this is not the image that we want to put out there. And I understand her, defending her child and saying this or whatever, blah, blah, but hey, she's here, she's creative, etc. But I agree with y'all. This is not what we should be putting on our TikTok because your kids could be seeing this too. And it's not a carnival play chicken tattoo that you peel off. Like, they look like real tattoos. She has a septum piercing. She's 12. A septum piercing? Are you kidding me? Then you had the grills and the hair. Like, I just think it is too much. And I do understand my sister has 4 kids. Yes, her husband is there in the home. My mom, my dad, they have me or whatever. So she does have a lot of support. And I understand Kanye is not there, but you still are Kim Kardashian and have an abundance of assistance around you. Okay. You're a billionaire. So that's just my 2 cents. Some people might think that this is okay. But I think that she should have come on here and said, hey guys, just like this corset thing, we'll deal with this, whatever, blah, blah. And I'll take this down because I respect North's creativity and I all that, but I think 12 is a little bit much to be on TikTok with a septum piercing and having your parents being like, it's a non-issue. You're a public figure. You have some responsibility out there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. All right, our first quick story. Elon Musk is cleaning up, all right? Tesla risks losing Elon Musk if a $1 trillion payback fails to gain shareholder approval. Tesla faces a potential departure of CEO Elon Musk if shareholders do not approve his proposed $1 trillion compensation plan. In a letter to investors, Tesla's board chair, Robert Holden, cautioned that Musk's exit could significantly affect the company's value. The proposal, scheduled for a shareholder vote November 6, 2025, grants Elon Musk 12 tranches of stock options tied to an ambitious performance target, including reaching 8.5 trillion market capitalization and achieving a milestone in autonomous driving and robotics. If fully vested, the plan could increase Musk's ownership stake from roughly 13% to nearly 29%, giving him greater voter control as Tesla expands its artificial intelligence and robotic initiatives. Not Donald Trump, Elon Musk could be the first trillionaire if this is approved. Now, it's tied to a lot of big performance, but crazy. People out here are like, my gosh, remember back in the day, the dream was, I want to be a millionaire. And I was like, I want to be a multimillionaire. People are like, a billionaire. There's a lot of billionaires. I'm going to be a trillionaire. Do you have any idea how much $1 trillion is? Do you have any idea how much a billion is? That's 1,000 millions. If you have 1 million, that's 1,000 times that makes a billion. You have 1,000 billions to make that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, in our second quick story, Jay-Z breaks his silence over the backlash he, Rock Nation, and Bad Bunny has received. Jay-Z defends Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show pick. All right, so breaking your silence is a little bit of a stretch, but Jay-Z is so silent. This is actually him breaking his silence because he is so tight-lipped about everything. TMZ caught him coming out of, I guess, a meeting, and he said this. Take a listen.
I don't want to talk about nothing. Oh my goodness, not even Bad Bunny. Why are people hating on him? They love him. Don't let them fool you.
Don't let them fool you. They love him. I don't know what that means, but maybe Jay-Z has some inside information. Maybe he's allegedly trying to say that it's, they don't really care and they just want to use this as like a political thing. I don't really believe that. I think that they really do care. They don't want to see somebody Spanish. They don't want to see somebody Latino. They just want to see, American, like whatever MAGA listens to. I don't even know what kind of things they listen to. Whoever Turning Point USA is going to put on during their halftime show. So I don't believe this with Jay-Z. I don't know what he's trying to say, but yeah, they don't love Bad Bunny at all. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, our third quick story. Denzel Washington claps back at a man who calls him a liar about his sobriety. All right, not much to this, but a man on the street, I'm assuming this was in New York, pulled up to Denzel and irritated Denzel. Denzel at first was like, yo, get away from me. What are you doing? And then he went to telling him about God and how nobody could, what's the word I'm looking for? Nobody could affect him because he is protected by God. Here's Denzel. He could tell you better than I can. Take a listen.
Get away from me.
Damn, it's like that.
It's like that.
Damn, it's better when you're drinking, Mr. Washington.
I haven't had a drink in 15 years.
Yeah, okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a good lie.
Who do you think took the picture?
You took the picture.
Oh, I was praying to God. I don't see your face. Everybody says they see your face. I heard turn to your left. That's what I saw.
And that's beautiful.
Listen to me.
Yes.
You can play games with me.
I'm playing games.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You see, you can't listen.
I'm listening, sorry.
You can play games with me.
But you can't play with him. Nah,
Okay,
you're
so
100%.
be careful when you talk to me.
All right, our fourth quick story. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are in talks for a potential rematch in 2026. This is according to The Ring. The fight is being explored as another Netflix boxing event. Yo, I have a question. Is there nobody left in boxing? They all got to keep doing these like weird matches. Tyson versus Jake Paul. What was the other one that was weird again? Can't remember. All these weird matches. Like, what's going on? We just had Canelo and Crawford. That was a good match, but what? Pacquiao and Thing now at their late 40s? Like, I don't know. I'm not really excited about this. There's supposed to be a Mayweather Tyson fight. Isn't that supposed to be coming up? Like, I don't understand all these exhibitions. Like, I don't get it. I'm going to tune in and watch. So I guess I'm answering my own question because it's really about the money because it's Netflix. We all have a Netflix account and we're just going to tune in anyways, but they're never good. That's my whole thing. It gets us all the time and they're never good. Oh, isn't there a Jake Paul and Tank? Or is it Logan Paul and Tank? Well, I think it's Jake Paul and Tank. Anyway, boxing is not what it used to be. All right, in our fifth quick story, NYPD Detective Alicia Stone, mother of 3, tragically is no longer here after getting a BBL in Colombia. Okay, I'm going to read you 2 separate articles. You let me know if you think this is a little bit weird, okay? NYPD Detective Alicia Stone, who is 31 years old and a mother of 3, tragically is no longer here. She was in Colombia and she got a BBL, okay? Stone had traveled to Cartagena for the cosmetic surgery, reportedly hoping to boost her confidence and take some personal time after years of serving as a detective officer and a mom. According to reports, Alicia's husband grew concerned after losing contact with her following the procedure. She was later found unresponsive in the hotel room about a week after her surgery. Local authorities in Colombia are investigating the circumstances surrounding this incident, and her family has called for an independent inquiry, believing that something doesn't add up. Colleagues from the NYPD describe Stone as a loving mother and a respected detective who was passionate about her work and her family. The tragic incident has reignited discussion around the growing number of medical tourism, particularly from the US, who travel abroad for cheaper cosmetic surgery, often at the risk of unsafe practices. Now, that's one. Here is a second, totally separate article. Detective Alicia Stone, 13-year veteran on the NYPD, aged 40. The other one said that she was 31, okay, and a mother of 3, had traveled to Cali in October the 16th for a liposuction procedure along with a BBL. The trip meant to bring confidence and transformation, but it turned tragic a week later. After the surgery, Stone was released to a recovery hotel nearby. However, October the 23rd, she was found unresponsive in her hotel room around 6 a.m. She was found unresponsive, but the other one said she was there for a week. So I found it a little bit weird. She was rushed to a nearby hospital where less than an hour after arriving, she was pronounced unalived due to cardiac arrest. What? So one says that One says that after a week, but then how do you find somebody, if somebody is unresponsive for a whole week, why would you be rushing them to the hotel? Wouldn't she not be whatever, right? So I just find it a little bit sketchy. This has gone all over the internet, so we're going to keep up to date on it. Even her family finds it a little bit weird because you're not unresponsive for a week and then they bring you to a hospital. If you're unresponsive for a week, you're already not here. So what is really going on? We shall see. We'll follow up and let you guys know. If you have any information about this, let me know in the comment section below. All right, our sixth quick story. Saudi Arabia is planning to build the world's first ever sky stadium, 1,150 feet above the ground. The FIFA 2034 World Cup in Saudi Arabia is shaping up to be the most futuristic and ambitious tournament the sport has ever seen. The local media report reveals that the country's proposal includes plans for a stadium unlike anything on Earth. One built on the top of a skyscraper nearly 1,150 feet above the sky. Now, I'm going to put up a picture here for you guys to see. Y'all know how much I love technology and futuristic stuff and everything, but this is a little too much for me. I do not want to go up in this stadium that's 1,100 feet up in the air. Now, I understand that it doesn't make sense because like when I was in China, I went to one of the tallest buildings there, and I have no fear of heights. But there's something about just, a normal building, a skyscraper, but then there's something about like a stadium for you to play soccer and you're up in the air like that. I don't know, something just doesn't sit right with me. And then they're going to build it now and then just put a bunch of people in there. No, maybe after it's built and it's up for like 20 years, I would go visit it. But no, you're not building that and then I'm going to go up there. Sorry. Let me know if you guys are excited about this or if you would go up in the comment section below. All right, our seventh quick story. Very happy to hear about this. DDG and Halle Bailey drop their DV restraining orders and set a Wednesday visit for DDG and Halo. It looks like DDG and Halle Bailey are finally putting their drama behind them. According to TMZ, the exes have officially dropped their DV restraining orders request against each other and worked on a temporary custody plan for their 1-year-old son, Halo. The new arrangement, approved by the judge, gives DDG custody on Wednesdays and certain weekends. Both parents also agreed they can revisit the issue if anything happens in the future. They even came up with a holiday schedule starting with Halloween so Halo can spend time with both mom and dad. The new arrangement also says they cannot publicly talk about each other or post Halo on social media, which was a major issue during their breakup. Recently, DDG extended an olive branch through his song 17 More Years, where he praised Hailey's parenting and said he no longer wants to fight. It seems like his peace offering worked because both stars appeared ready to co-parent and move forward. I love this. For the people who've been watching the show a long time, you know that I dragged DDG every chance I could get. I'm a big fan of Halle Bailey, and I really didn't like how things were going. Very happy to hear this, and I don't think we need to dive into the past or anything, so I have no comment on this other than congratulations, because the person who is winning the most in this situation is baby Halo, because now he gets to see his mom and his dad. Congratulations to the both of y'all. All right, and our eighth quick story. Drake and streamer Adin Ross sued for allegedly promoting illegal online casino, misleading fans about real money bets. All right, Drake and popular streamer Adin Ross have been hit with a class action lawsuit accusing them of promoting illegal online gambling through a crypto-based casino platform, stake.us. Filed October the 27th in Jackson County Circuit Court, Missouri, the lawsuit claims both men misled millions of viewers by appearing to gamble with their own money while allegedly using funds supplied by Stake, a company that the suit says operates an unlawful online casino in states where such gambling is banned. According to the filing, the pair's high-stake betting session and live stream encouraged fans, including young viewers, to join stake and place real money wagers despite Missouri's strict ban on online casino gaming. Stake.us used a dual currency system, gold coins, which hold no real value, and stake cash, which can be redeemed for real money. The lawsuit urges this system is designed to circumvent state gambling laws functioning as an illegal casino under the guidance of sweepstake play. The plaintiff, Justin, is suing on behalf of all Missouri residents who claim they lost money on the platform over the past 5 years. The class action suit seeks to compensate for losses, punitive damage, and court order to stop Stake, Drake, and Ross from promoting the site in restricted states. As of now, none of the defendants have commented publicly about the lawsuit. If this case moves forward, it could test how far influencers and celebrities can go when marketing gambling on their platform. What do I say about this? When y'all see Drake post up, I'm betting $1 million on this, I'm betting $1 million on that, and it's like an ad and a commercial, and you know he signed to Stake for like 180 million. I don't know. Did it ever stop to think that maybe all those bets are not real? I'm not saying they're not, but I'm just saying, are you shocked to know that he could be using Stake money and this could be part of their advertising? We do know that advertising now is supposed to seem real. Gone are the days of like commercials. Like they are trying to have influencers do this to seem real. Could you not see between the lines? Now, the Missouri gambling laws, and you're not really gambling because you're using a gold coin, but then you could take it off and put it. That's a whole other thing. Fine. But to go there and say, I saw Drake gambling and it turns out that it's not real money, that was Stake money. I don't think that's really going to hold up, but we'll follow this and let you know. Till then, let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, in our 9th quick story, gloves are off. Pro boxer Claressa Sheilds says Laila Ali has been losing against her for a very long time. Just another example of the older hating on the young. Claressa Sheilds isn't backing down from Laila Ali. Earlier this month, Laila Ali, who is 47 years old, spoke out about her ongoing feud with Claressa Sheilds, who is 30 years old. Though she avoided mentioning the Michigan native by name, saying, I don't want this person's image on my page, Laila directed fans to her podcast to hear her side of the story. There, she addressed the reported multi-million-dollar fight to fight Claressa Sheilds in the ring, stating, my father, Muhammad Ali, would not want to share his name and image with her. She does not represent anything about him. Now, it's Claressa's turn to respond. On her YouTube channel, the boxing champ accused Laila of going below the belt because she's been losing the fight against her for a very long time. Claressa also called out Ali for having issues with other female fighters and labeling her disrespectful for celebrating Ronda Rousey's infamous loss to Holly Holm. She closed her message by encouraging her supporters, saying, never let the people that came before you try to discourage you, put fear in you, or make you not want to chase your dreams. Is this just friendly competition, or has this gone too far? Okay, the reason why I'm not playing any video, and I actually didn't even want to read that whole thing, but I was halfway through, so I decided to finish it. I'm done talking about Claressa Sheilds and Laila Ali. I have been a strong proponent of both of them. I'm a fan of both of them. I'm a fan of all female sports, as you guys know, WNBA, female boxing, etc. I try to watch all of Claressa Sheilds' fights. And we know this is them marketing the fight. I have said this a bunch of times, which I didn't mind being a part of it. No problem. I'll help you all out. But it's coming to the point now where it's getting a little bit ridiculous. So it was, okay, this, back and forth. Okay, we build up the hype. Then Laila Ali was like, yo, $15 million and I'll get in the ring. Claressa Sheilds came back and said, I got the $15 million. Now Laila Ali is like, I'll answer if I'll accept the fight or not on my own time. And we're like, okay, so we'll wait for her. Then she comes out with this big YouTube thing. Then I'm not going to say it in in the YouTube thing, but then go to my podcast and listen to it. And now Claressa Sheilds is putting this on her YouTube. So they're using our interest in the fight so that they can get YouTube clicks and they can get podcast downloads and then go to their advertisers and be like, hey, I have 1 million downloads, 1 million this, and that's how you want to make your money. No. Either you guys fight and get in the ring or stop talking about this. Like, I am done now. You know what I mean? If it's not going to happen, fine. Because the hype is already there. And if this is you guys trying to make a couple of bucks before the fight, like, okay, but you've done this already. So I'm up to here with this. I only put it in because my job is to tell you guys everything that's going on. So sometimes there's stories that I do not want to talk about. I put them in anyways. Like when Stephen A. Smith apologized to Jasmine Crockett. I don't want to give him no shine. But I said, hey, he apologized and that was it. But I don't play the video. Same thing like I'm doing now. I hope if either Laila Ali or Claressa Sheilds sees this, make the fight happen or move on. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to everyone's favorite segment, comments and social discussion of the day. Before we get into both of those, I have a very important question to ask y'all. Is your computer, laptop, or cell phone vulnerable to data breaches? Well, let me answer that question for you. Yes, they are, all three of them, if you are not using Aura, the all-in-one digital security platform. Go to my sponsor below, aura.com/trendoutloud to get your 14-day free trial to see if any of your data has already been exposed. Now, we talked about this a little bit earlier in breaking news when we talked about Jamaica. I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to start getting text messages. Hey, donate to Jamaica, donate to Cuba. You're going to get phone calls. You're going to get this. We all get them. I don't get them anymore because I'm signed up to Aura. This is what Aura is amazing at. Emails that you're afraid to click onto, phone calls from people who you don't know is calling you, etc. Aura, for the next 14 days, if you click on the link, or I'm going to put the QR code, they can go online and get all your information off and stop the text messages and stop the phone calls and send you alerts if anybody gets your information. And it's free for 14 days. They can show you what they can do. All right. So this is the craziest time right now. I keep telling you guys every day. CNN, Fox, all the news networks have been reporting scamming is at an all-time high. You need protection like Aura. If you have ever wondered how scammers get your cell phone number or why your inbox is flooded with spam, here is why. There are companies called data brokers, and they sell your data legally and obtain it legally, which is something the government should stop. And they do it without your consent, and they make billions, with a B, billions of dollars, and they sell it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. That is why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family, friends, and out louders. Aura takes care of the hard part for you, automatically removing all of your information off of these sites and keeping it off. Aura is an all-in-one digital security platform. You may already have some digital security tools, but not having Aura is like locking your front door and keeping your back door and windows open. With Aura, you get alerts if any of your personal information is ever found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts if any of your credit cards, banking information, social security, address, cell phone number is ever leaked online. You get a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and they also have US-based round-the-clock customer service in the event that anything should ever go wrong. And here is the bonus. If anything ever does go wrong, Aura also offers a $5 million identity insurance protection. If anything should go wrong, you're insured up to $5 million. The QR code is beside me. The link is below. It is free for 14 days. You can sign up. They'll show you what they could do. They will take all your information off the line with these bad actors, these bad characters out there. The new flex right now is getting your information and selling your house. You got to knock at your door. You got to get out of here. You don't own this house anymore. And the deed is under a new name. It's very dangerous. It's a wild, wild west. Aura could show you what they could do for absolutely free. So make sure you sign up today. Okay, now I'm sad because I don't have any super chats today, but not only do we read super chats, but we also read just the normal comments. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just check to see if we have any super chats. I didn't check in the past little while. 1 second. All right. Okay, so no super chats. Hold on, let me take this off. Okay, so no super chats. So I'm just going to go to the regular ones like I do every day. Okay, so here's regular And we're going to go newest, and then just like a raffle, because I don't want you guys to think that we prefer anybody here. So we just go down, boom, and then stop. This one is from Stanley. Is it Stanley? Is that Stanley? Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Anyways, Stanley. Sorry, bro. I already saw TikTok. They're twerking and not taking Hurricane Melissa seriously, so neither will I. And put some laughing emojis. I don't know if the laughing emoji is a joke, but you will see some people online in Jamaica dancing in the street, twerking and doing whatever, and you'll see like hashtag Jamaicans never take anything seriously. So, first of all, that was before the eye of the storm came, but also that is how some Jamaicans, or just even how some people choose to deal with things, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Something like this that's coming, you can't avoid it. So instead of sitting down and being depressed or being this or whatever, you board up your house, you get to a safe place. If you can't get to a safe place, you try to be as safe as you can where you are, and you try to enjoy the moment and make light of the moment. You can never tell anybody how to deal with their own grief and misery. And, I think I would maybe be somebody that's like that too, So again, you put some laughing emoji, so maybe you were just joking, but just to give some context, yeah, that's Jamaica, man. They have an expression that says, we're little, but with talawa. Like, we are strong, we are resilient people. You want to come and bring a hurricane, category 5, come on, let's go. We dancing, waiting for you to come. You come by, we're going to rebuild this country. We're going to be stronger and bigger and better than ever. All right. So that is why you might see some Jamaicans dancing in the street. Now, thank you very much for your comment. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Just want to remind you guys about super thanks, because I got none today. Underneath every single video, there's a super thanks. You'll see save, share, remix. Some of you, if you're on your phone, you might have to slide. There's a button that says thanks. You can click that. You could donate or sponsor. You can give back to the show there. Also, when you click that, you could put a comment in there. So if you ever want to promote anything, or if you want to get something out to me, we will read every single super thanks. One comment without a super thanks will be read out each day, like you said, lottery style. But if you want to get a comment read on the show, please use the super thanks button below. And here is some more information on how to do it from YouTube.
Buy a super thanks by clicking the thanks button under your video. There are multiple price points a viewer can purchase that each have their own special one-time animation. As an added bonus, viewers will get to post a distinct, colorful comment in your video's comment section.
Okay, let's go to social discussion of the day. Men who break traffic rules make the best husband, psychologists say. The psychology of the U-turn. According to experts, a man who isn't afraid to make a U-turn across double lines isn't just bold on the road, he's bold in life. Psychologists say that willingness to bend the rules can reveal ability for quick thinking and problem-solving creativity, traits that often carry over into marriage and family life. He's not reckless, he's just not afraid to find a new routine when life throws up a barrier. So I thought this was funny because yesterday we played for you somebody on the podcast, Lex P, about her saying that she doesn't want a man that complains about finding a parking spot. And I didn't defend her, but I'm like, I kind of see what she's saying. She just said it completely wrong because, park up and let's go. So this kind of is like, I guess, part 2 of it. And do you agree with this? Do you agree, men that are on the road, that are a little bit alpha on the road or a little bit alpha in your life, and they're here to, make decisions and lead the way. Y'all know that I have never shied away from the fact that I am an alpha male. I love driving on the road. I am very dominant on the road, and I feel like the road is all mine and belongs to me. Now, some people on the road might not like me on the road, and I could definitely understand why. I definitely have come down from how I used to be. Like, I was cray-cray. For those of you who have my book, you know that I've had some incidences when I was younger with driving. Let's say it was a job of mine. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. I'm I'm him on the road. And I like that, studies show that, a man who is not afraid to, break some rules on the street, type of man you like in your life, or you will like in your life, or you'll need in your life. Let me know what you guys think about this. I keep on forgetting. Before I let you go, sorry. I got to remind you of the Out Loud memberships. Below, you'll see a first link for Out Loud membership. With our Out Loud memberships, you'll get loyalty badges, emojis, member-only live stream, member-only videos, early access to new videos, and member shout-outs. I also do a weekly vlog where we give you behind-the-scenes access. Do not forget to sign up. You might see a join button on top. When you get to the membership page, you'll see Out Loud or Out Loud Family, MVP, Proud. Those are kind of like a tip menu. There's just different prices depending on the amount that you want to support for the month. Every amount is welcomed and we appreciate it. But just to let you know, every single tier gives you the same access. It's just for those of you who have the ability to pay more and want to pay more. Thank you very much for your memberships, and I'll see you in the Out Loud community. All right, so this brings us to question of the day. Are y'all here for it? Keri Hilson names Beyonce in her Mount Rushmore of female vocalists. Keri Hilson names Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and Karen Clark Shear in her Mount Rushmore of female vocalists. Okay. Why this is important and why it's going viral is the fact that Keri Hilson and Beyonce used to have beef. So it's nice to hear them, or nice to hear Keri acknowledge Beyonce in that. But of course, I'm using this for question of the day. So I went to the comment section and somebody said Brandy needs to be in the lineup. Now listen, I love Brandy. I showed you guys my Monica and Brandy hoodie. Love both of them. I do not think Brandy should be in the Mount Rushmore of female vocalists. We're talking vocals, not the song that you like. We're talking vocal ability. They could have 0 pop songs or number 1 songs. We're talking about vocal ability. Who is the top 4 best to ever do it? I love you, Brandy, but Brandy wouldn't even put herself there. Another person said, the truth is Beyonce could sing a lot of your favorites' hardest song. Your favorite couldn't sing Love on Top. Okay. Personal taste, Whitney, Brandy, Beyonce, Jasmine. Honorable mentions, Mariah Carey, Tamar Braxton. Okay. Let me see here. Another person put and said, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, Kiki Watts, Mariah Carey. Also, Faith Evans is slept on for her voice. She does have a great voice, but I wouldn't put her here. Jasmine Sullivan, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Christina Aguilera. I was waiting for somebody to say Christina Aguilera because she got pipes. Mariah Carey. Somebody said Jill Scott. Love Jill Scott, but no, sorry. Hold on. Fantasia, great vocalist, underrated. I don't know if I would say top 4. Beyonce doesn't deserve to be in the vocalist category. That's a possibility too. I'm just surprised I haven't seen one name here. So Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Yolanda Adams. Well, Yolanda is crazy. Jennifer, Jasmine Sullivan, Kiki Watts. Where is... Okay, I'm going to do one more slide. Tell any of these vocalists today to sing Love on Top and see if they'll make it through. There are 3 key changes. I know Beyonce is dope. Anyways, Whitney, Brandy. Okay, y'all are being disrespectful here. Where is Patti LaBelle? You have to put Patti LaBelle in there. And where is Alicia Keys? Christina Aguilera, Adele. Wow, I even forgot about Adele. I can't lie. Wow, Kelly Clarkson too, for real. Celine, Ariana Grande, it's dope too. I'm very disappointed. Here's a Patti. I was about to literally throw my phone. Whitney Houston, Kiki Watts, Patti LaBelle. All right, Mariah Carey. All right, this is very hard. Christina Aguilera. All right. Patti, Whitney. Yo, you have to put Mariah Carey in there just for the range. She can go to a range that nobody can go to, so she has to be in there. I said Patti, Whitney, probably is one of the greatest vocalists ever. Mariah, jeez, it's so hard. Celine, Christina, Alicia, did I say Celine? Who is going to be my fourth? That's hard. Kiki Watts too, Jasmine, Beyonce. It's true. People don't realize how amazing she is. Oof. I don't know, man. Celine Dion is next level, man. I'm gonna just go Celine. I'm just gonna say like this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I think that will be my 4. Yeah. Tough. I'm sticking with it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, y'all. That is a wrap for me. Thank you very much for kicking it with me. Once again, thank you for all of your comments. I know I didn't say it in the comment section, but I said it at the top. Thank you very much for all. Pray for Jamaica. My family back home is watching this pod. Or yesterday's, who knows what's going on today there with electricity and all that stuff. So pray for Jamaica. Continue to put those hashtags. Also, to pray for Cuba. The hurricane is on its way there. I hope it calms down by the time it gets there. A couple of things before we let you go. Please do not forget to give us a super thanks. Give us back to the show. Support the show. Sponsor the show. Donate to the show. It also highlights your comment. We will read it out for you. First link below is our membership. Get signed up. You want to be an Out Louder today, sign up to our Out Loud memberships, the first link. And thirdly, QR code beside me, second link below. If you do anything online in 2025, you're going to need to be protected. Whatever you have right now, I hope it's the best. If not, go with Aura. They are bar none the best. And it's absolutely free for 14 days. So regardless of whatever your interests are, you believe me or not, at least take the free 14-day trial. See what is out there. There hasn't been anybody that's ever signed up and they haven't found something. They could take it off and just show you what they could do. Take the free trial, QR code, link below. Before I let you guys go, just want to remind you of all the ways to keep up with the Trend Out Loud show. For those of you who like to listen to shows on podcast platforms, go to any podcast site and type in Trend Out Loud. The show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow and subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And we upload daily, 7 days a week. Now, for those of you who are like me and you like watching your shows, head on over to YouTube. A little bit more work I'm going to need you to do over there because there's 6 things I need you to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, get the algorithming. 3, comment below. Please, please, please. You guys are my co-hosts. We put together the show, ask you guys a lot of questions. I need you all to comment and engage with me, or unless I'm just talking by myself, okay? For those of you who don't want to engage on the conversation, I totally understand that. But I have an idea. At least comment where you are listening from. I love that this is a global show, and I like to see what other country or city you are watching from. So at least text me that. 4th, if you're really enjoying the show, please try to share it with your family, friends, and loved ones because it definitely helps in growing the channel, and we are here to grow the channel. 5th, like you've heard me say before, link below or the button above. Join the Out Loud membership. Become an Out Louder today. And 6th, underneath every single video, there is a super thanks button or a thanks button. You can press that, support, give whatever amount you want back to the show, and we will read out your comments. For those of you who want to follow me outside of the show, I'm available on all social platforms. It's also the same handle, Trend Out Loud. I'm the most active on Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, we are very active on our Instagram page, The Trend Out Loud Show. We post most of our stories there, and it's a great way to see beyond the story. On YouTube, there's a lot of copyright issues and just time that we cannot play the full videos. We put them all there on our Instagram page, so you can go see it, give you more context. We have a bunch of videos from Jamaica that we put up there. Go check it out. Support that page, and it gives you more interaction when you come to watch the show, because we put it out throughout the day, and then you come back at the end of the night and watch the show with us. All right, so make sure you follow us, The Trend Out Loud Show, on Instagram. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you very much for kicking it with me. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trend Out Loud. Peace!